What's up, CK Nation? Sneaky P here, back with NBA 2K17, the prelude. We are starting up a My Career mode on 2K17 featuring none other than Maalik Akwuegbu. Now, if you've been on this channel, you know that Maalik Akwuegbu is a story I've tried to tell before. However, we never really got as involved with it as I would have liked to. Previously, I didn't have time for another series on the channel outside of Madden, and then last year, I really planned on stepping up, making Maalik Akwuegbu My Career series, and then Spike Lee just decided to take a giant poop all over My Career mode. Well, he is no longer involved this time, and I am going to do my best to get a great My Career series going here. I'm really looking forward to it. So the idea behind this series is Maalik Akwuegbu is going to be a defensive shooting guard. Now, I like the grinding games. I know certain people out there want to see, you know, a rookie go out there, score 45 points, get 20 rebounds and 15 assists his very first game. That's just not my style. I definitely want to be a grinded out kind of series. I would like it to be difficult for us to really be a great offensive player, at least to start out the series. Now, as we progress through the series, obviously we're going to see Maalik Akwuegbu grow and mature as a player, and maybe he will become that, but to get his playing time early on in his career, I definitely want Maalik Akwuegbu to be a lockdown defender, and that is definitely going to be the goal. So, for the creating of the player, if you guys know me, I don't really care a whole lot about what he looks like. I'm probably just going to do something pretty basic here. As long as it looks okay, I'm fine with it. I've never understood the point of, you know, raising their eyebrows by a millimeter and changing their ear width. I don't care. I don't get into that kind of stuff. But as long as he looks okay, which I think he does now, that looks like a Maalik Akwuegbu to me. He looks like a cool dude. And this is going to be our defensive player. So, I'm really excited about this series. They definitely changed some things around, you know. They've changed the colleges around that you can choose from. The story is going to be a lot different, which was very much needed. Still don't know how much of a story we need in a game like this, but, you know, if 2K wants to provide one, as long as it's not Spike Lee's horrible excuse for a story, then I'm okay with it. I'll give it a shot, and we'll see how things go. So, as you can see all the different play styles that you are going to be able to choose from here, which I think is incredible. Now, I do have questions about this, and I don't look these kind of things up. I just kind of like to learn as I go. But I have some questions here. So, if you're looking, you got a choice between a shot creator, a sharpshooter, a playmaker, which would probably be a fun playthrough as well, a lockdown defender, and a slasher. Now, these are all just for shooting guard, obviously. And if you can look around, you'll notice there are level caps on certain skills. Skills that maybe a lockdown defender would not have. This is really interesting to me. And I like the idea of it because you're not going to see a whole bunch of players with 99 overall at every single thing across the board. At least that's not the impression I'm getting. But what I'm wondering is, as you play through, is that literally as good as you can be? Are we really going to be very awful offensively for the entire series? Or at certain points are you going to be able to maybe raise the cap level on certain things? I don't know how this is going to go yet. I'm excited to find out. Either way, I feel comfortable with my decision as a lockdown defender. I prefer defense over offense. I think defense is a thing of beauty. And that's the playthrough we're going to go for here. We are going to be 6'7", and as if you can see now, as you change the height, certain abilities change too. Like you're a little bit faster if you're smaller, you're a little bit slower if you're taller, but maybe you have a little bit more strength then. Very interesting concept, something that I believe they got from FIFA, but I love the idea of it. We are going to be a 6'7" shooting guard, and we are going to have a pretty good wingspan here as well. You know, kind of get those Kawhi Leonard arms going on. If we're going to be a lockdown defender, I definitely want to be able to size up some people. And that's going to be the goal. Now, I'm going to lower, I think. We'll see how this looks, but I'm probably going to lower our wingspan a little bit here in a second. I just kind of want to take a gander at it first and kind of see how it goes. But overall, this is going to be a fun series for me. I hope it's something you guys will enjoy too. Again, it's going to be a grinded out series. This isn't going to be something where I'm out there dropping 50 points right off the bat. Maybe ever. Maybe we'll get there. If the level caps stay like that, it's probably going to be very difficult to do. But, you know, that's the style we're going to choose. And, you know, I'm cool with being a lockdown defender, team player kind of guy. Last thing I should really talk about really quick is that I am not too familiar with how to really edit and commentate on NBA videos yet. It's not something I have a whole lot of experience with, and it's something that's probably going to take me some time to really get used to and kind of find my comfort zone in doing these videos. So if you guys are watching it and you're not really liking something that I'm doing, please let me know. Help me improve this series, because it's definitely a series I want to take seriously. It's something I'm very much looking forward to, but I'm going to need some help along the way, because again, it's just a different style of editing for me. We're going to go ahead and be lucky number 13 here, and the reason for this is teams, the last thing they want to see is number 13 guarding them, because again, lockdown defender, we definitely want to be in other people's face, you know, make them regret matching up with us. It should be a good time. Let's go.
Yo, Coach Falls, check out my highlight reel.
Oh man, we got a high school remix here. Now, we're not actually playing the high school games this year like you did last year. Instead, you just kind of get this little montage of some of your clips and stuff like that, which is fine by me. I still quite enjoy it all. In high school, it was a little weird anyway, looking at like a 6'7" shooting guard guarded by like 5-foot players. It was a little bit odd, so definitely we're just going to sim through this. You can see Maalik Akwuegbu making some nice passes here, something I definitely like to see. You know, we'll probably be a playmaker as well as a defender, at least that's the goal. But here we go.
Not bad, right?
Oh, I know I didn't teach you that.
Oh, you definitely didn't teach me that. No, I learned that in AAU and summer ball.
Oh, come on. There's no fundamentals. It's all flash and sparkles. And you know what?
Sparkles?
These kids, yeah, sparkles. I'm surprised you didn't have the Globetrotters anthem theme song playing on that thing. You know, these kids, they come to me every year wanting to be you, and I have to start all over again from scratch. Next time you make a highlight video, do me a favor and yourself and put it on there with chest passes and mid-range jump shots.
Okay, look, those moves were just for the highlight reel. You know, at the end of the day, I'm a student of the game.
Yeah, you're a student of me. I'll put the ball in your hands.
Hey, you think if I tell EJ and Kenny that you're my favorite player, they'll think that's funny?
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna put nothing past those guys. They might. And all I gotta do is just make a highlight reel from old VHS copies of my old games to substantiate your claim.
Oh, a whole VHS copy, huh? You might get like, 12 views from that. Like every player on your team might watch that. That's a pretty good number.
I'll get a baker's dozen, because you better watch. Because what you just showed me on that phone, man, you need to make sure that you stay familiar with the fundamentals.
Oh, I'll definitely give it a watch.
You know where you're going yet?
Mike?
You're not gonna tell me?
Not yet.
1 million views, high school All-American. Safe to say the world will be watching you, Mr. President.
Yep.
Can you handle it?
Think so.
All right, the time has
decision.
come to pick
college am I
our
gonna pick?
college. We're going to have 10 choices here. Kansas, Georgetown, Arizona, Louisville, UConn, Wake Forest, Michigan State, Georgia Tech, Oklahoma, and Illinois. Now, this decision is very interesting. You know, they have a powerhouse right now in Kansas. They have some teams that might not be looking at a whole lot of success coming up. And for me, this decision came down to 3 teams: Wake Forest, Georgia Tech, or Illinois. Ultimately, I think we are going to go with Georgia Tech here. And one of the reasons is I actually went to Georgia Tech basketball camp when I was younger. So that school has a little bit more meaning to me, I guess. Not to mention they are in the ACC, which is where I would love to play. So Georgia Tech it is. Let's make it happen.
24 seconds with Jason Richmond.
The #1 high school player in the country has chosen the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. In a particularly clever video he recorded with an American flag draped behind, in some homage to the president. Apparently. Who knows? Maybe this kid aspires to be the president of basketball. I don't know what kids these days think, but I do think this kid has potential. But it's overcoming the obstacles that make you great. He's off to a great start with his college choice, no doubt. But he has to focus on the game.
All right, so before we actually get into a game this year, it is time for Midnight Mania. Let's go.
You ready, boy?
Let's do it.
Huh? Let's get it. All right? Yeah. That's what I like to see. Make sure you're ready for that pass, all right?
All day.
All
All
right.
day.
Prez.
All day. What's up, Coach?
You hear that?
Oh, yeah.
You feeling that?
Yep. I'm pumped.
You ready to change this program overnight?
Let's do it.
These people are excited to meet the new kingdom here, buddy.
All right.
Now, these fans can be your best friend or your worst enemy, all right? Head coach would never tell you this, but when you get out there tonight, I want you to put on a show. Win this crowd over,
Let's do
okay?
it. You know, my dad used to say, show him what you got. And I got something for him tonight.
You hear that? They're playing your song, friend. Let's go.
All right.
Come on.
Go.
Get at it, boys.
Woo!
Oh man, and they got the court graphics to help get everybody hyped. They got an awesome hype song going on in the background. Now, I would enjoy playing this for you guys, but I would get tagged on YouTube for doing so. So instead, I'm just going to talk to you guys now. The whole Mr. President thing kind of worries me a little bit. Not so much the nickname, which, let's be honest, I'm not a big fan of the nickname either. I wish you could go back to picking your own nickname, but for the story concept, I understand you need to have a nickname so they know who to call you and stuff like that. But what I don't like is they're kind of setting me up to be some offensive superstar, and that's not really the playthrough that we selected. So I'm kind of wondering, let's say I don't average 15 points a game or even 10 points a game in college, are teams really going to look down on me because of that? Now, I can understand, I guess, if I don't even average 10 points a game, something like that. I mean, granted, I don't know what it would average to because the quarters are going to be so much shorter here, but it's still something to think about. If I play a lockdown defensive style, is my draft stock going to slip because of that? It's certainly possible, but it's going to be an interesting season regardless. As you can see, the synchronized fans got the hype going on. Where do they even practice this? I don't know, but it looks awesome. It's getting me hyped up. We got a little 6-minute scrimmage here to get things going. I'm excited for it. It's our first chance to make an impression on these Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket fans, and hopefully we can come through and have a big game.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. We just want to thank you all for coming out and supporting us. And we wear these colors with pride. And we don't take for granted the love we get from all of you. And this year, we're really confident. I mean, I'm back, and we have the president on our team. So again, thank you all for coming out and supporting us. And I believe that we'll be the team cutting down those nets in March. Thank you!
What an introduction, and again, very high expectations for this Georgia Tech team. They are really looking at Alabaster and Akwuegbu, as well as John Smith there to lead this team and see if they can make a deep run in March. Alabaster going to give it to Akwuegbu his first time touching the ball. He's got the cross, and he has got the jumper as the Georgia Tech White go up 2-0 here over the Gold. Good start for Akwuegbu here. Flash going to lead the second unit here on the left side. Hands it over to Jefferson. Jefferson looking to make a play, and they're trying to swing it back around. Akwuegbu gets his hand on it there. Crawford going to throw it back. A flash down to Taylor, and this is going to be no good. A nice rejection. There's Akwuegbu leading the break on the left side. Going to throw it down to Jones, who kicks it back out. Akwuegbu looking for three, and this is going to be no good. Akwuegbu might not have that kind of range yet early on in his college career here. Flash going to try to slow things down a bit for Gold on the left side. Going to find Jefferson to Taylor. This is swatted away, and Gold will recover. Flash has the ball back. Akwuegbu almost getting the steal there, and this time he is going to get it. Will not be denied twice. Throws it down to Smith, and that would be good for an assist. Akwuegbu getting the steal, making the play, and John Smith going to convert the play there. So 4-0, the White have the lead over the Gold here. Flash Flash, again, trying to slow this tempo down. You know, the White's certainly more talented, and the Gold is going to have to play a slower game to get into this. But Akwuegbu going to leave his guy. Instead, Crawford open, and Akwuegbu gets the block, making up some ground. Maybe not the best defensive awareness there, but on the other end, he finds Smith, and that will be good for another Maalik Akwuegbu assist. On the previous play, though, really got caught out of position defensively, trying to make a big play, and somehow still showing his athleticism and determination to get the block and then make the play on the other end as well. 6-2 is going to be the score here, and Alabaster going to bring the ball up the court for the White here. Looking for Akwuegbu again. They're just going to keep feeding him the ball. They expect big things from him and want him to get the crowd going early on. This is going to be no good, though. Wright has the rebound, and Crawford leading the break for the Gold. Over to Flash to Wright, and he is not going to make this. John Smith with the rebound, and Akwuegbu going to bring the ball up the court here for White. Number 13 getting to the paint, almost turning it over, throws it out to Ellis here. Ellis trying to reset the play, and he will give it back to Alabaster. Over to Smith, who jumps in the air, gives it to Jones, back to Akwuegbu, trying to make something happen. Akwuegbu and the paint down to Smith, and that is going to be good for another Maalik Akwuegbu assist. Definitely doing a good job getting his teammates involved early. However, only shooting 1 and 3 on the game right now. Flash going to bring the ball up the court, gives it to Crawford, over to Taylor at the top of the key. Taylor's going to swing it around to Jefferson here, who's looking in the post. Not sure if he has his guy. Gives it to Taylor, out to Crawford, and this is tipped away by Akwuegbu, but Crawford will recover. A little pump fake there, not fooling anybody. Down to Flash in the paint, a risky throw, but it will not pay off this time. Akwuegbu going to have the ball after Smith had the rebound. Akwuegbu again bringing the ball up the court here and trying to go baseline. It doesn't look like it's going to happen for him here. He's trying to do a little post up, but kicks it out to Jones. Over to Smith. They are swinging the ball around to Alabaster here, looking for maybe a three-pointer. He's going to give it to Jones for 3, and this is good. 11-2 is going to be the score. White definitely showing up early on in this Midnight Mania game. Flash going to bring the ball up the court here, over to the left side to Jefferson. Again, they seem to be running a lot of the same plays here early on. Jefferson at the top of the key, and he will give it over to Crawford. It's stolen by Akwuegbu for steal number 2. And then he will find Smith, who swings it over to Jones in the corner. Jones going to bring the ball back out, though. He did have an open shot, decided not to take it. So Akwuegbu has the ball, trying to make something happen here. But pretty solid defense by Crawford overall. Not good enough. Akwuegbu pulling up at the top of the key to get points number 3 and 4 there for the White team, who is now up 13-2 on the Gold. Again, this is the starters going up against the backups here. You kind of expect a blowout, but White definitely looking good early on. This time they will make a basket, though 13-4, as Alabaster brings the ball up the court for White here. And he will give it over to Akwuegbu, taking a baseline, and points number 5 and 6 for Akwuegbu. 15-4 is going to be the score, and he is making his presence known everywhere, getting assists, getting steals, getting points. Akwuegbu definitely looking like the star Georgia Tech signed. Crawford, and this is going to be tipped for steal number 3. Akwuegbu, nobody in front of him, and he will throw down the dunk. Not an incredible athlete early on, but he will dunk the ball there and put his team up 17-4 as Flash over to Crawford again, and they continue to try to pass it over in Akwuegbu's direction. He continues to make plays, risky decisions, and he gets his hand on this one. Another steal. Akwuegbu leading the break here, and he's going to take it to the house. Akwuegbu is taking over the game, 19-4, and he has had his hands involved in just about everything that has transpired in this game for both teams here. Flash again over to Crawford, almost stolen by Akwuegbu again, but Flash is going to get down into the paint and make the layup there. 19-6 is the score, under a minute to go before the scrimmage comes to an end, and I think Akwuegbu has definitely shown this crowd that he is here to play. Alabaster setting up the play, finds Akwuegbu here. Mr. President going to call for a pick, instead just gives it to John Smith here, over into the paint to Ellis, and this is going to be no good. Wright has the rebound for Gold, bringing it up the court over to Flash, who slows it down. And Crawford on the move. They have some picks for him, but they will just give it to Wright here. Crawford trying to get free from Akwuegbu's defense. He does find Flash on the play, who pulls up for a jumper. And Flash, pretty good player off the bench, something that we can definitely look forward to having in the regular season. Alabaster going to throw it over to Ellis, though. Down to John Smith. Alabaster again with the ball. And they are looking for Akwuegbu, or he's trying to get open, make something happen here. Instead, Jones is just going to let this clock go. He will shoot a 3 at the buzzer. It is no good. It doesn't matter. 19-8. White is going to get the win, and I think it's safe to say Akwuegbu has made his presence known early on in his Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket career. Let's go.
Talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Man,
that's how you win a game.
Live,
that's what I'm talking about. Give me some.
I've never felt that type of energy in an arena, man.
Hey, man, listen, it's like that most games, especially during conference and postseason play.
Yo, man, I'm so juiced. I cannot wait for the first game.
There's only one way to pass the time.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking. The game. You ready to get dusted off? You ready to get dusted off?
I'm gonna dust you off. Hey. Yeah, Mom, you know, we don't have a lot of free time, you know what I mean?
No, I hope you at least have time to eat. You're skinny enough as it is, and I don't know where you get it from. Your daddy was as big as a house.
Yeah, I know, but the feeding is pretty good here. We have these meal plans, too, that are pretty good, but I don't know. I just guess my metabolism is a little faster than his.
Well, that's good. How's the team looking? Are you starting?
Well, Coach hasn't exactly told us yet.
Well, who else is going to start ahead of you? They lost 3 players last year, and the guys they have returning aren't as good as you. I know that. The one boy can't even shoot. Do you need me to talk to the coach?
Yeah, Mom, why don't you give the coach a call? I think he'd really appreciate it.
See, you're playing around. But, son, good luck. You know your dad would be happy just to see you in uniform.
Yeah, I know he would.
But not me. I need to see you scoring 30 points with 25 rebounds a game. I need more trophies on my shelf.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I'll talk to you later, baby. I love you.
Love you too, Mom. Bye.
Moms gives me no love.
Oh, man. She wasn't even talking about you.
Uh-huh. How's she doing anyway, Prez?
Prez. Never gonna live that down, huh?
Man, you gotta live up to it. I think that's the point. I mean, how else are you gonna lead us to a title?
Me? Nah, I'm a freshman.
So? Hey, look, I'm trying to win a title before I graduate. So I'm passing you the ball every possession. Just no look down so you can dunk.
Wait. You're not gonna shoot?
If you pass out of a double team, I'll shoot. Just consider me Steve Kerr and you 96 MJ.
96 MJ, all right. I'll see what I can do.
Buckets! Come on, pay up.
Look, man, it was all that talk about MJ. You
I know.
I was on the phone with my mom, man.
Thank you for
that doesn't count.
No, I know. It doesn't? You
all right,
gonna
let's
blame
run
your mom now?
Run it back.
You're a sore loser.
Run it back. Best 2 out of 3.
Who puts it on their mom?
I was on the phone. You weren't on the phone?
Oh, okay, all right. But we'll go again.
Yeah,
I done won 3 straight already.
Okay, keep talking.
Alright, that is going to be it for episode number 1 of NBA 2K17 MyPlayer featuring Maalik Akwuegbu. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If this is a series that y'all are looking forward to and would like to see more of, please smash that like button, guys. It really does help me out a lot. Let me know in the comments things that you guys would like to see from this series. Again, it's going to be a learning process for me, both on how to edit these videos, how to commentate on these videos. It's just going to take some time for me to get used to, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, guys. I really hope y'all are as well. And as you can see, we moved our draft stock up to the lottery. Hopefully we can keep it up. Next episode is going to be our very first game with the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, and I hope to see y'all there. Later.